Yes. We want to thank you again this wonderful morning for joining us this wonderful 9th of September 2020 as we discuss other issues. And it's important to inform you that we have some change of programs, that every morning we will be discussing issues. We will have a program that is called Issues. Issues is where we discuss trending matters, and later in the day from 3 a.m., from 3 p.m. or 4, we're going to handle the news update of the day. Every news update of the day, we'll discuss it. So every morning we'll be discussing on a program we call Issues. Issues is where we discuss trending issues happening in and around Nigeria and the world. So we want to thank you this morning for joining us on this program. We deeply appreciate you for joining us on this program. And today we are discussing on the statement made by the senator representing Abia North, the former governor of Abia State, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. Sorry for the little technical issue which we just had now. We've been able to resolve it. So we are going straight to the discussion of today. The discussion of today is a statement made by the senator representing Abia North, the former governor of Abia State, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. In the statement, he said, "Let me speak with Nnmadi Kanu about IPOB. Yes, I will not forget. It's impossible for me to forget that I have in the studio our steady in-house commentator, our constant in-house commentator, someone you can rely on at every point in time. I have with me in the studio Kelechi Imo. Kelechi Imo, you're welcome.
Morning.
Kelechi Imo, you're welcome. So this morning we are talking about Biafra. We are talking about the issue of Biafra and the statement made by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu as regards Biafra, as regards his intention to speak to Nnmadi Kanu to see if he can set aside the issue of Biafra. So the question today is, can Biafra issue be set aside? Is it possible that if Nnmadi Kanu if Orji Uzor Kalu speaks to Nnmadi Kanu, that you have Kanu and Kanu, if Senator Orji Uzor Kalu speaks to Nnmadi Kanu, is there a possibility that Biafra issue can be shelved aside? Remember that today you can drop your comments on our trend. You can connect us through AF News or Abia Fact Newspaper on Facebook. You can also link us on Twitter. You can call us, SMS, and send us WhatsApp messages with the number on your screen. Don't forget to call us and make sure that when you are calling us that you speak according to our rules and regulations. We do not want people to speak in a way that will undermine other people. We do not want that. We want you to speak with some level of courtness to make sure that we do not insult personality or individuals. So this morning we are discussing the statement made by senator representing Abia North, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, he said, let me speak with Nnamdi Kanu about IPOB. Allow me to speak to Nnamdi Kanu about IPOB. The news as published by AF News. If you come to our platform, www.afnews.ng, you will see the headline, allow me speak to Nnamdi Kanu about IPOB. Just allow me. He's saying, just allow me, give me a chance, let me speak to him. Then the news goes doors. He said, Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, said that if given the chance to speak with Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, the idea of Biafra will be dropped. Kalu made the call in a statement made available to News Agency of Nigeria in Abuja on Tuesday. This, he said, in reaction to the recent altercation between members of the federal government, between members of federal government prescribed IPOB with security personnel in Enugu. I am an ardent believer in unified Nigeria. Nigerians are so entangled with each other that we cannot talk about separation. IPOB accuses police of settling Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer ablaze. So we have stories. So let's come to you, my guest in the studio. Yeah. We've heard what Senator Orji Uzor Kalu is saying. He said, give me a chance, let me speak to Nnamdi Kanu. The issue of Biafra can be set aside. What is your take on that?
Well, good morning, viewers. For me, Orji Kalu, some christened him as action governor. So if you know Orji Kalu too well, you know that he's someone who tries to do what he says. He says give him a chance to talk to his younger brother, because Nnamdi Kanu is a younger brother, so he should talk to his younger brother, that I'm sure that they will find a way to resolve the matter. But as for where I want to disagree is trying to convince Nnamdi Kanu to drop the idea of IPOB, because I don't think that idea can ever drop.
Is it drop the idea of IPOB or drop the idea of Biafra?
Well, Biafra, IPOB, they all have the same agenda.
But they're all on the same thing.
Yes, they are not the same thing.
Biafra is the nation which most people who are from the southeast extraction are desiring for.
Yes.
IPOB is an organization whose aim is to see how to achieve the Biafra.
The point is this. Biafra is...
So if you're saying Nnamdi Kanu to drop IPOB, they're telling him to drop Biafra. Forget about Biafra.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We all are Biafrans. Biafra is something that is in your consciousness. Okay? I have constantly maintained, I have constantly said this on this platform, that the whole, why people are clamoring for Biafra, Udiduwa Republic, or Arewa, whatever you call it, is because of the inequality in the country. There is marginalization. And coming to the area of the president of Nigeria, we've said that every sector of this country, every region of this country has had their own fair share. By all statistics, by all knowledge, by everything, it is the time for the southeast.
We don't want to discuss Igbo presidency.
Get my point.
We don't want to discuss Igbo presidency.
We're not discussing, everything is intertwined.
It's not intertwined. We want to discuss the issue, the position of Nnamdi Kanu. Orji Uzor Kalu said he wants to speak to Nnamdi Kanu to drop the issue of Biafra. That's what we want to know. Do you think that is an achievable task by the person of Senator Orji Uzor Kalu? Can he achieve that?
Well, I don't want to doubt him, but I don't think so.
Okay, we're having comments. Comments are already rolling in. Comments are already rolling. The first comment we have here is Mazi Nnmadi. He's saying, what he's saying is, he's saying that, political gimmicks. He said that's another political gimmicks. Remember that you can call into the studio. The number to call in is on your screen. You can see the number to call in. You can send us WhatsApp message. You can send us SMS. You can actually call into the studio with the number attached. Remember to follow us on all our social media handles. You can actually share this particular feed so that other people can watch this program with you and enjoy it. So this morning we are discussing what Senator Orji Uzor Kalu said. He told the presidency, give me a time, Give me an opportunity. Just allow me to have a time to speak to Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu can actually, after speaking to him, Nnamdi Kanu can forget the issue of Biafra. So we want to know what you think about that. Let's go back to our comment section. We have Enyo Hamba Carlo. He said, please allow him to go and receive his own beating. After all, it's another irreligious celebration. Ekuremadu 2 loading.
People, for me, since I will even advise federal government, they should give Orji Kalu a chance.
So you should go and talk to
Nnamdi Kanu. Because why I am a little bit skeptical is if you observe the kind of person Nnamdi Kanu is, he seems to be someone that is very strong-willed, and at this point, getting him to back down will require some lot of wisdom and balls to get Nnamdi Kanu to back down by an Orji Kalu.
Okay, we have another message from Jeremiah Simeon Ede. He said, good development. Tell him stop his madness. Tell him to stop his madness. I don't know if he's talking to Nnamdi Orji Uzor Kalu to tell him Nnamdi Kanu stop his madness. I don't understand. You need to explain for us to know what they're talking about. We have another Samuel Ukocha. He says speaking to Nnamdi Kanu is of no use to us. That is what Samuel Ukocha is saying. We have Nduka is saying, have you seen journalism in the zoo called Nigeria? Watch and see the man will go back to the prison soon. So the issue I want to ask you is this now. What are those things in our immediate environment in Nigeria that is promoting the desire for Biafra?
Inequality. I write JAMB. The cutoff mark is quite different from those of them in the north. I sit for an exam in the north. I can't get an admission because I'm from the east. The employment opportunities will come. I'll be considered based on where I come from. The finance will also come. Before they give it to me, they'll consider where I come from. There are no equal opportunity. There is marginalization. In the political space, before I get anything, you must consider where I come from. It's no longer based on merit. It's no longer based on qualification. It's now a rat race. These are the issues. These are the problems. This is what is making it possible for all these Biafra or whatever organization or trying to break away. These are the reasons. And people are not happy. That's the truth. There is a high level of insecurity. You live in a country where there are safe havens for some people. You don't do things across board. Nepotism, favoritism. So these are the major issues we have. And these are the main issues why you have all these agitations coming up.
So let us go back to our comment section and see what Temple Raymond have said something. He said, over our dead body, Biafra or nothing. Biafra or nothing. Don't you think that the struggle for Biafra has gotten to the point where there is no option of going back again?
Yes. In fact, it has. We are at a junction now. We are like a time bomb ready to explode. You know, whenever I think about this whole Biafra stuff, remember what I saw one press statement, one of the videos rather, by Dim Chukwuemeka Ojukwu of blessed memory. He said he has fought the war, that the second one won't be advised. That was just in a nutshell. But you now look at the reasons why we went to war in the first place. Those issues are still persisting, even after how many years? So, this idea of Biafra is, why people remember Biafra is because there are no equal opportunities in this contraption at the moment.
You also call it a contraption?
Yes, it is. I'm a historian.
What do you mean by contraption? Contraption. Make us understand exactly what that contraption means.
Somebody sat in his bedroom because of politics. He brought, they call it amalgamation of the Southern and the Northern Protectorate in 1914. It was not a consensus. It was not an agreement. We all came together and we started living. And since then we have been fighting because there was no mutual understanding. We were forced together. We've had national conference where it gave us an opportunity to talk to each other. Why haven't that national conference of 2014 been implemented up to today? Because that was a time where all Nigerians came together, irrespective of tribe, religion, and whatever you believe in. And we agreed on a particular thing. Some call it restructuring. The truth is that the system we're operating now is not working for anybody. Some people are feeling that they own Nigeria. Some people are feeling that they are the worst hit of this contraption. So if you look at all this, you now discover that there are reasons for agitations to come up. Look at IPOB. IPOB that had no guns. They had no weapon. Just because they came out and agitated, which with good diplomacy would have gotten them to cool down. Just like in the days of, what's his name? Mbazulike, the guy from Imo State, in his own time. Now, Nnamdi Kanu, you proscribed IPOB. But then, there are Fulani herdsmen who have made the news. Thank God it has reduced as of today. You didn't proscribe them. Those ones we've ever had, that they were killing people. But these people, they never killed anybody. They never had any reports. They were only talking. The federal government made a hero out of Nnamdi Kanu. He told you that he was coming back, he came back and you arrested him. You made him a hero. To be honest, I'm not saying this to look down on anybody, but I got to actually pick interest in Nnamdi Kanu when he was arrested. And everybody started shouting, why are you arresting him? Why are you arresting him? What did he do? You made a hero out of him. And at this stage, anybody that can come and give Nigerians, especially us, that kind of hope, people will tend to follow them. We've suffered.
So now, what do you think that Nigerian government can do that will begin to show sincerity as though they want to ameliorate the challenges faced by the Igbo man or the Southeasterners?
Simple. Let every region manage himself, itself rather.
That means you want the division, or you want true federalism?
True federalism.
True federalism, or you want
true federalism. See, Nigeria is sweet though. If you go to Ghana, if you go to all these places, there is this pride that you are from Nigeria. The only thing we make country, where I see say country no good now, all this katakata where they happen. If there is true federalism, every region, every sector control what you have and remit a little to the center.
There will be peace.
There will be peace.
There will be relatively more peace.
Yes.
That's what you are saying.
Yes, it gives the people the sense of belonging, a sense of concern. Yes, let's have peace. But the center is too big. Anything you want, okay, look at our governors. Every month they go there like beggars and go and collect allocation. Where you can generate things. Here.
Okay, we are still here on the show on AF television. The program is called Issues. Issues is where we discuss trending matters that are on the table. And yesterday, the senator representing Abia North and former governor of Abia State, Senator Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, MON, made a statement. He said he was telling the federal government to allow him, give me the space, give me time. I want to go and talk to Nnamdi Kanu. When I finish talking to him, I'm sure that the Biafran issue will be shelved aside. So I want to know what you think. Do you think that the Biafran issue can be shelved aside when Orji Uzor Kalu speaks to Nnamdi Kanu, or do you think that the Biafran issue has come to a point of no return? Let us read what one of our commentators said here. He said, Enina Mbakalu, he said, Please help me ask Orji whether he will also bring back all those that have died in the fight. Remember, Nnamdi Kanu also sacrificed his parents on this. We have another one by Undo Kanu as a point of correction. IPOB means Indigenous People of Biafra. Yes, we are aware of that already.
We are aware of that.
So now, the point is that what impact do you believe that Orji can actually do when he speaks to Nnamdi Kanu?
Well, Orji Kalu, like I said, Nnamdi Kanu is a younger brother to Orji Kalu. First, an elder brother talking to a younger brother, there should be this kind of sense of respect. Okay? Now, Orji Kalu has been a governor, alright? He is now a senator. He's been in the north. I believe he has a better understanding of Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu is also somebody who has a better understanding of the country. That is why he feels that this country is not working for his people. And that is why he is doing what he's doing. And remember that in Igbo land, to be very honest, we are looking for a figurehead. We are looking for somebody who, if he speaks, we can follow. Just like what you have in the north. Whenever an emir issues an instruction, or the sultan, you see the people acting based on the instructions. We don't have that here. Even the Obi of Onitsha can say something, we won't even follow him. We don't have somebody who will say, yes, this is a figurehead. Alright? Now, if an Orji Kalu can convince an Nnamdi Kanu to pipe low, like our brothers in the upper echelon will always say, will pipe low
to calm down.
To calm down in this fight of Biafra actualization. Then we will know we have a figurehead. But
as a figurehead in Orji Uzor Kalu.
Yes, in Orji Kalu.
Okay.
If he achieves it, we'll have a figurehead.
Okay.
My own wahala, my own problem with Nnamdi Kanu is, yes, you are fighting. But I'm somebody who is always careful with words. Why some of us find it difficult to really understand Nnamdi Kanu is sometimes it sounds as if he's very aggressive. Okay? Because of the kind of words he uses. And even if the government don't want to go to the extent of which they've gone, you know, the words can provoke. And it's so funny. You're in London making this agitation and people are here dying. Look at what happened Egweke. Look at what happened in Umuahia here. So you now discover that if an Orji Kalu can convince Nnamdi Kanu, funny, interestingly, both of them all went to government college. Alright? If the two can reach an agreement on how...
What kind of agreement? I want to understand the kind of agreement you're talking about. Is it an agreement that Biafra should be shelved? Or is it an agreement for him to, for Nnamdi Kanu to calm down a little bit, to keep quiet a little bit? What kind of agreement are we talking about?
Now, calming down a little bit, I might view it two ways. I would like Orji Kalu, if he peradventure meets Nnamdi Kanu, he should please advise Nnamdi Kanu to mind the type of words he uses. I'm talking to our leaders. Yes, we may not believe in any of them. Okay? We may have our grievances. But listen, there comes a time where you will need that same big man or that same strong man. You need his help. Because I've forgotten the Igbo proverb. I see bodimba, you still need dimba. So the idea of lambasting Igbo leaders without respect is something that I don't like. And Nnamdi Kanu has given the world this impression that there are no Igbo leaders. And also, the Igbo leaders are also giving the world the impression, indeed, we have no leaders. Look at what happened in Enugu. It was only an Enina Abaribe that issued a statement at the right time. These are some of the concerns. And these are the reasons why people are saying, no, this thing is not working for us.
But wait, we need to get this perspective right so that we will not mislead our viewers to feel as though we are for or against any
group of people.
We are just discussing this issue as it is, as rational as it is, so we can move to the next level. My question basically is, our focus should be if Orji Kalu, is it possible at this point to tell IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu to pipe low on what is it possible?
I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. That's why I said, from my own personal view, I've always said this. If 2023 is the turn of the Southeast, can we have a fair share of that? Let's see what it looks like.
Do you think presidency can stop the agitation of Igbo governors, Igbo Biafra? Do you think the presidency can quench it?
It won't stop it, but it will go a long way in healing the wounds. In that way, we will feel more comfortable. Are you getting my point? In that way, we will feel more comfortable.
So you think that the presidency can make Igbos feel more comfortable more than Biafra?
Yes, to an extent. To an extent. Why people are clamoring for Biafra is because of numbers. We don't have the numbers. So if you look at it, if you continue to do this and do it again, we will never get the presidency without others. Because we don't have the numbers. So they now say, restructure this country. In that way, everybody will feel accommodated. A situation whereby we've tried all these available means, you now see the issue of Biafra coming up again. Biafra is a consciousness. And because we are very hardworking people, we want to have a country where we recognize our hard work.
Let me ask you a question, please, Kelechi Imo. Kelechi Imo, do you want Biafra or do you want Igbo presidency? Which of them do you want? Do you desire?
I want a country that is working for everybody. Because you know my
desire to remain in Nigeria.
You know my challenge with Biafra. Yes. You know my challenge with Biafra.
Go on.
If we have a Biafra today, is it the same Igbo leaders that are leading us? Are they not the ones that are going to lead us? What is the difference? Are you getting my point? See, but if you have a Biafra,
but then if Biafra is achieved, do you think that these people that fought for Biafra will allow these same leaders that will feel as though they have not been faithful to the causes of Igbos to lead that same country? I don't think it's possible.
Well, I'm not Nostradamus.
I don't think it's possible.
But my point is this: I have seen the attitude of many Igbo men, and it's so interesting. You use the one you know to tell what we do look like when we are now on our own. In mathematics, you go from the known to the unknown. I have seen them here.
Okay, let me review what we are discussing today. We are discussing. Remember that yesterday, the senator representing Abia North and the former governor of Abia State and a popular Igbo man, a very popular Igbo man, Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu, senator representing Abia North, said that he was saying the federal government, give me an opportunity, give me a chance, give me an opportunity, just allow me to go and speak to Nnamdi Kanu, and at the end of the day, I will convince him to drop this issue of Biafra and let's focus on Nigeria. And my question is, do you think that Biafra can be dropped? Is Biafra agenda, can it be dropped? Is there anything that Orji Uzor Kalu can tell Nnamdi Kanu that can make him drop Biafra? Are there things that can be done in this country by the federal government that can make the desire for Biafra reduce?
Do you know,
Yes.
Orji Kalu saying he can make it is where I disagree with him. Okay? But if he says, all the Igbo leaders, a delegation, what's the highest Igbo group?
But we've had these delegations over and over before. We've had delegations before for the Python dance incident. We've had delegations. We've had different meetings within Nnamdi Kanu and governors of Southeast. We have meetings within Nnamdi Kanu and Hannes Ndibo. Do you think we'll start something fresh on this?
Continue. This is a process. Shouldn't get tired.
Kelechi Imo, one thing that's very important I want us to understand is this. In the country we have that is called Nigeria, and the injustices which you have proclaimed that Southeasterners and Igbos are passing through in this country, and the failed attempt by the federal government to assuage these injustices as being claimed to have been affecting the Southeasterners. Do you think that the government can do anything to assuage them to a point that the desire of Biafra can be dropped?
Yes, they can. Make me feel important.
How? Igbos are not the only people in this country. There are other people in this country.
I agree.
Yes,
but we are a majority.
You're not a majority.
They say we have 3 ethnic groups.
Of course, and in this ethnic group there are majorities.
I agree. I agree. The Igbo man owns Nigeria, and I tell you why. Look at all the sectors. You must find an Igbo man. Look at business.
We're having people here on the platform who are attacking you.
Yeah, attacking me. Okay,
I agree with you. In your Kalu say, please stop inviting that man to our studio. He doesn't have anything to say. That man is not there. We have people who are saying no. That what they say they don't agree.
It's my own opinion.
Yes, of course. Remember, he has his own opinion. So the right thing for you to do is to send in your own opinion and let us read it out. Another one say, bros, go and watch Bibi Naija. He said, you can't watch Bibi Naija, and maybe you're not following the trend. What I want us to look at, or what I want us to understand is that there are challenges in this country which did not start today.
Of course.
These challenges were the same challenges, bulk of it obviously, that led to the first Biafran war, the civil war which we had in Nigeria. And many years after the civil war, these same challenges have not been resolved. Now, for me, Orji Uzor Kalu going to see Nnmadi Kanu, what is he going with?
That is the question.
Is he going with a conviction
from
Mr. President that, look, I am talking to you on behalf of Mr. President. All the issues you say that Igbos are passing through this country, the Mr. President said that it will be resolved. That between now and the next 6 months, that those things will be resolved. That between now, so what is he going with? That's the point.
I don't think Orji Kalu, I'm being honest, I don't think Orji Kalu can convince Nnmadi Kanu to drop the idea of IPO or Biafra. It's not possible. It's not possible. Orji Kalu is one man.
So invariably, as we are now, if he cannot convince, if you view it as though he does not have the capacity to convince Nnmadi Kanu to drop the Biafran agenda, what then is the aim of the visit? Is he not defeated before even the visit starts?
We can't conclude now.
Or you just go and try test the waters?
Let him test the waters. He said, he said if the federal government permits him. I'm just talking based on how I'm saying things. Let the federal government permit him now. Nnmadi Kanu has followers. Are you getting me? How is Nnmadi Kanu going to do this?
Now, do you think that the followers that Nnmadi Kanu have, can their energy be rechanneled into some other thing to benefit Igbo in general?
Yes, I think so. I think so.
Yes, explain a little bit.
Those his followers, okay? If you give them a country where they will feel belonged, okay, where they can do their businesses without any fear of intimidation, okay, where they can travel without any kind of threat, where they can live without feeling insecure, of course they will want to have such. Nobody wants to fight. Nobody wants to die.
Okay, I have with me in the studio Kelechi Imo, and here this morning we are discussing the issue raised by former governor of Abia State and Senator representing Abia North, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. He was telling the federal government to allow him to speak to Nnmadi Kanu about IPOB, and he believes that after speaking to Nnmadi Kanu, maybe the agitation will be dropped. So this morning we are discussing it. Is there any possibility that the Biafran agitation can be dropped? Is there any possibility that the Biafran dream can be dropped? Is there any chance that if Orji Uzor Kalu speaks to Nnamdi Kanu, that the issue of IPOB can be, or Biafran agitation can be calmed down a little bit? And we'll have comments here. Okay. We have people saying organ negotiation is too late, Biafra or nothing. We have some people saying no way, no going back, Biafra is the only way to go. We have Ebuka Weke, he said Ike Kweremadu beating will be small. What he will receive, let him come. Let him come. We are waiting for him. So we have people already saying that what the beating that Orji Uzor Kalu will receive, that they are waiting for it, that's going to be very serious. So we want you to drop your comment. Remember, you can call into the studio. You can send your SMS. You can drop your comments here on the chat. Let us go to our WhatsApp to see if we have a message there on WhatsApp. Let us see. Do we have a message on WhatsApp? Let us go and see if we have other messages. Okay, let's move back to our studio and see and discuss. Also, let's move forward to our discussion. Okay, let's go back to the issue that happened in Enugu. Some number of Igbo youths were killed. At the moment, we are still struggling to get the accurate number. IPOB have said 21 Igbo youths were killed. Security operatives said their own security operative too was killed. Police is saying they only killed two people died during that incident. So we are still having conflicting number. What do you think? Do you think that having gatherings, IPOB still having gatherings, when they have been prescribed, the prescription have not been formally lifted, would it not increase the security threats faced by that organization?
It does. It's automatic. It does. Onye ndị iro gbara okirikiri na-eche ndụ ya nche. Now, because my question is indeed that in what happened in Enugu, did they gather as IPOB members? Or were this a group of people who came together to have meeting?
Yes, we cannot confirm whether they gathered as IPOB members.
Because that is where,
but of course, you know that IPOB released a statement, which obviously released a statement,
okay,
which means that by releasing that statement, that means they are saying that members were killed. So that means they were IPOB members.
Well, this whole issue, all I know is, as an Igbo man, you're a Biafra, okay? This country is not working, yes, it's the truth, all right? But then, you have to think more, you have to be diplomatic. Even if you want to break away, you have to strategize. Are we getting the strategies right as at today? The answer is no, and a very big no. Are you getting my point? One man cannot break away. It's going to be a collective effort. Everybody must agree. Are you getting my point? It's just like what happened in UK, Brexit and all that. It was interesting. When Czech was with Slovakia, if you look at this history, okay, so let's not make it as if Kelechi or anybody doesn't want Biafra. Are you getting my point? Let's not.
Kelechi, do you want Biafra?
If he comes, I will go in.
Okay, we are here with you. We are still discussing the issue raised by Orji Uzor Kalu. He's saying that he needs an opportunity to speak to the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnmadi Kanu, that when he speaks to Nnamdi Kanu, that the issue of IPOB will be dropped. So that's what we are discussing today. And my guest in the studio is making us know that look, that Biafra cannot be turned back at the way it is at the moment. There is no return back, but there are better ways that we can go about it to make its achievement more possible. So now, we have seen, based on our discussion this morning, we have seen that the possibility of Senator Orji Uzor Kalu convincing Mazi Nnmadi Kanu to drop the IPOB or the Biafra agenda agitation, it's extremely slim, based on what we have seen now.
Yes.
Now, based on that, are there better ways that IPOB members and Nnamdi Kanu can engage to make sure that we reduce the loss of life,
yes,
and we can also achieve the Biafran agenda?
Yes, there are better ways. Diplomacy.
But of course, the IPOB is not armed, so they're still moving diplomatically. Are there other diplomatic way? Are they failing in other diplomatic moves?
No, I don't even blame the airport. I blame federal government. Federal government is being too hard. Federal government is acting as if they already have this preconceived idea. Okay, so everything is not is a matter of agreement. Federal government should exhibit a high level of intelligence and diplomacy. Now, IPOB have tried on their own. Why we are having this problem is because of the way the federal government handled this issue and still handling it. Look at coming to a place and killing people.
We are here, we are still with you here discussing the issue of Nnamdi Kanu and Orji Uzor Kalu. We have a comment here by Udoji. He said, I would like Orji Uzor Kalu to talk to Meyeti Allah, the fourth most deadly terror group in the world, to withdraw all their Fulani foot soldiers from our forest first.
But it makes some sense. It makes some sense.
Do you think, because it's been rumored that both on publication and stuff like that, Orji Uzor Kalu may have interest for the presidency. Do you think that this move is to buy himself into the heart of Igbos and IPOB members to tend to appreciate him more?
No, it's not buying his heart. He himself is a Biafran. Okay? So he's not buying, he's our brother. Okay? So he's not buying anybody. Okay? Now, for me, his move is trying to make everybody feel concerned. You know, he's a popular man. And obviously he has his eye in the presidency. Okay? And there is no how he can be president without agreeing with his brothers.
So this is a process of agreeing with his brothers.
This is process of agreeing with his brothers.
But he has had a meeting also some time ago with some time ago with the same Mazi Nnmadi Kanu. I think the picture will come up on stage when Nnamdi Kanu was in Kuje prison and Senator Orji Uzor Kalu then he was a senator, visited him and discussed how to move the agitation forward and how to work with them. They had a meeting and we've not had extensively what was discussed in that particular meeting, but we know they've had a meeting. Don't you think he has established some relationship to a point whereby he can continue from there?
Yes, it's on that premise. That's why he's saying that the federal government should give him the opportunity to go and visit him.
We have a call. We have a call. Let us see what our caller wants to tell us this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, please, where are you calling from? Your name and where you are calling from, please. Hello, good morning.
My name is Ugoke.
Yes, you're welcome. You're calling from where, please?
I'm calling you from Germany.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Please, you can go on and contribute on the show.
Thank you very much. I have already had a clue of your discussion, and I have seen your written headline concerning your topic this morning. I think it is still morning over there in Nigeria.
Yes, still morning.
What I am here to tell you, what I am here to bring to your notice is this. You see what those people who call themselves, those people, those politicians who impose themselves on the people, who call themselves the representatives of the people, those governors, and Orji Uzor Kalu himself, and all those people who call themselves Ohanezendigo. I am telling you that what I am telling you now is not any threat, and I am telling Nigeria government as well. You see, these people, they should go and thank God. They should go and start giving a thanksgiving to God Almighty, because Nnamdi Kanu is a peaceful man. What I am telling you now is that the day of reckoning is fast approaching. We are not going to let those people go. You see, those people, and Orji Uzor Kalu is making himself as a willing to bring a destruction to our people, to bring a distraction to our people. I am assuring you, I am promising you that all those people none of them will go scot-free.
Okay, my brother, let me ask you a question, please, on this same issue. Let me ask you a question, please. What is actually wrong with Nnamdi Kanu having a meeting with what's actually wrong with Orji Uzor Kalu having a meeting with Nnamdi Kanu to discuss the way forward on the way forward? What do you think is wrong with that?
Okay, let me answer your question and also ask you a question. For how many time do you expect Nnamdi Kanu to have the same meeting with all those people who call themselves governor or who call themselves our leaders or the Orji Uzor Kalu himself? How many times do you I'm coming please? How many times do you want them to hold this meeting before they can be confused that Ndiku has no place in Nigeria government or the way Nigeria is structured?
Of course, the meeting will continue. That's my thought, because in diplomacy, hold on, please. Is there supposed to be a place for diplomacy in achieving Biafra?
Or do you mean that we have never applied any diplomatic movement?
No, I'm just asking you, is there no place for diplomacy in the achievement of the Biafra?
We have already applied that.
Okay, the time of diplomacy is over. Is that what you are saying?
The time of everything has a time. What Nnamdi Kanu just did now, let me bring it to your notice. What Nnamdi Kanu just did now. Of course, the whole world know that up to now, indigenous people of Biafra, in abbreviation, IPOB, simply meaning indigenous people of Biafra, we are not still yet armed.
So
we don't have gun. We don't have bullets. We don't have bombs.
I want to confirm. Is the time for diplomacy over?
Be vigilant and defend themselves.
Is the time for diplomacy over? That's the point I want to get.
I am telling you right now that if you are a man of your house, if you are a married man, and you saw a man coming to your house with AK-47, and you have only cutlass inside your house, you have no any other option than to run away from your house through the back door, because you cannot challenge a man with AK-47 with a cutlass.
So what is the way forward now? What is your advice now? What's the way forward?
The way forward now is what I am telling you.
Okay.
We don't want those people who call themselves our leader anymore. They are not representing us.
Okay.
And I am here to tell you people who are there, if you can be of help to them, tell them that there is impending doom.
Okay, there's a pending doom.
Tell those truths that the day of reckoning is fast approaching.
There is a pending doom.
I know that they don't know it. I know that they may be hoping that Nigerian government, that the contraption, that evil forest called Nigeria, those people,
okay.
I know that they will be hoping that.
We want to appreciate you this morning, all the way from Germany. All the way from Germany. You have made your comments, and then people have heard what you are saying. He's insisting that at this point there is no going back on Biafra achievement, that Orji Uzor Kalu shouldn't go, he shouldn't even dare it, that this is contraption, and very soon there will be the impending doom. So we have another comment here coming. Correct. Yes, we see people have said correct. That's the position of things from there. Let Orji go and sit down with his dirtiness. That president will swallow those who call Igbo slave, pursuing blah blah blah. So that's where we are. We want to thank you so much for today's program. Let me still come back. We have a call. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, we can hear you. Good morning. Please, where are you calling from?
Okay. Good morning, I'm Mazi Kalu, calling from Onitsha.
You are welcome, Mr. Obunna. Please tell us what you have in mind. You are on AF television live. Go on, please.
Oh, I can't hear you properly.
I said we can hear you now. You can go on. It's cut. Yeah, technical issue. The call has gone off. We have another comment here. Say let them go and get us date for a referendum if they want peace. So this people are saying they want be a referendum. That's what they want. Do you think referendum is achievable?
Yes, it's achievable. It's very, very achievable.
It's achievable.
Yes.
It's achievable.
It's achievable. It's achievable.
Yes, today everywhere is buzzing. Calls and comments are coming from everywhere. We are discussing the issue. We're on issues today. AF television. Remember that from 4 p.m. today we'll have our news updates where we discuss updates as regard happening in around Nigeria. But this morning we will continuously have issues from morning hours are issues where we pick up a topic and discuss. And today's discussion, we are discussing on the statement made by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. He's asking the federal government to give him an opportunity, to give him a time, to allow him to speak to Nnamdi Kanu, that the issue of Biafra may be evacuated, may be stopped. After speaking to Nnamdi Kanu, that's what Orji Uzor Kalu is saying. And we've been having comments, statements here and there, calls. And my guest in the studio also is making statements. So let me come back to you where we are rounding up on this morning show this morning. What is the way forward? What do you think is the way forward now?
The way forward is the Igbo people, the Southeast needs to ask themselves the question: what do we really want?
What do we really want?
Yes. Do we want a Biafra, or do we want the presidency?
Do we want a Biafra, or do we want the presidency? But do you even see the presidency being achievable?
Well, it's too early to start saying that, because if you look at it, the agitation of Biafra is a huge impediment. Because I won't be surprised if the North or the West are scared of giving it to an...
Even the governor of Taraba State, I think Taraba, he has made it known that he has said earlier on that the agitation of Biafra may be the issue that can stop Igbo presidency.
So if you look at it, it's very possible. It's very possible. But at this point, Igbos have suffered enough. Southeast have suffered enough. We need to come together, at least for the first time, and unite and have this question. It's an important discussion.
Okay, we want to thank you for this wonderful session this morning with my in-house guest, Kelechi Imo. He has stated his view as regard what he thinks about achievement of Biafra, as regard the mission of Orji Uzor Kalu, asking the federal government to give an opportunity to speak to Nnamdi Kanu. So he has added his view. But what I will say this morning is that it is up to the people to decide what they want. We are calling on the people to decide on what they want. But then we must make sure that whatever we want must be achieved within the framework, within the framework of democracy, so that we will not experience another kind of war which may not come out well for us. We want to thank you very much for this wonderful morning, for joining us on this show. And we are saying God bless you. Remember, you can join us on Twitter and continue the discussion on AF Television, on Twitter, on AF News, or AFNG on Twitter and on Instagram. You can also join us on our Facebook handles where the discussion will continue. Discussion continues. Thank you and God bless you on this wonderful day. God bless you.